Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video we are making this super simple katsu curry recipe. Probably one of the simplest recipes I've made on my channel, but it tastes absolutely delicious. Quick overview of what we're going to be using. There is a full link in the description down below with all the ingredients that I use. First off, we're going to get on with the sauce. So about a teaspoon of olive oil goes in. Follow that by 2 small chopped carrots. And then 1 large white onion. Add a really good season of salt at this point, and that'll really bring out the sweetness of the vegetables. And then we're going to want to sweat that off for about 4 or 5 minutes, just so that everything starts to soften and gets to know each other in the pan. Once they're soft, I'm going to go in with 1 teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1 heaped teaspoon of a medium curry powder. You can use a hot curry powder if you like, but I'm not a fan of spice, so I just use a medium one. Once we've let that fry off just for a couple of minutes, just to really get those ingredients to release all the flavours, you want to go in with 1 tablespoon of flour. I'm using a rice flour here, but you can just use plain standard flour. We're going to cook that off for a couple of minutes just to get rid of the raw flavour in the flour. Then you want to start adding your chicken stock. Now add your chicken stock a little bit at a time. If you add it all in one go, you might end up with lumps. So just add a little bit first, stir it into a paste, and then rinse and repeat until you've used the whole pint of your chicken stock. And then what we're going to do is leave this to bubble away for about 10 to 15 minutes, just so that it goes nice and thick and beautiful. While that's happening, we can get on with the chicken. So I'm using chicken breast for this recipe. You want to use probably 1 chicken breast per person. I just always make sure I wear gloves when I'm using chicken. And what we're going to do here is we're going to butterfly the chicken. So you've got 1 thick end and you've got a thin end. So the idea here is to make it all uniform and one size so that it cooks nice and evenly. Once you've done that, you've got 1 beautiful, even butterfly chicken breast. Like I say, you want to use probably 1 chicken breast per person. So once you've prepped the chicken, we're going to go in with 3 bowls. So in one, we want 1 egg. We're just going to whisk that up. In the second bowl, I'm going to put some breadcrumbs. These are Panko breadcrumbs. They make the chicken go super crispy, and they are absolutely delicious. And then in the third bowl, I've got about 2 tablespoons of plain flour. Now when it comes to the seasoning, I like to season the chicken and not the flour, just because I like it, make sure you've got plenty of seasoning on the chicken. So first thing I'm going to do is just dredge that in the flour, making sure that everywhere is evenly covered. We then go into the egg mixture. Then once that's nicely covered, we go into the panko breadcrumbs. Just make sure you give it a really good cover on this, give it a good press down so that those breadcrumbs really adhere to the outside. Then into another frying pan, I'm going to put probably about 1 inch of oil. This is vegetable oil, so make sure you use a high burning oil, not olive oil. And then you're going to want to lay that chicken in. Make sure you lay it away from you so that you don't splash yourself with hot oil. Now I end up tossing these about 2 or 3 times during the cooking process, but in total it's probably going to take about 6 to 8 minutes on each side. If you're not sure when it comes to chicken, I always use a food thermometer. Just make sure that your chicken's at least 75 degrees Celsius on the inside, and that will give you a perfectly juicy cooked chicken. Just slice your chicken into nice fancy slices, and you can see how beautiful and moist this chicken is. Like I say, 75 degrees Celsius is where he needs to be. And that's it guys, super simple katsu curry. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel to become part of the family, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.